Testing, testing. Let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable. So let's get into it. Hello, ladies and men, whoever wants to watch this podcast. Is this a podcast? I'm gonna make it a podcast. How about that? Because I've always wanted to start a podcast. And you know how you start something, you just kind of do it. Look, I got me a microphone, a lamp as my light for the lighting. I got a phone as the camera. Like, doesn't that make this a podcast? I don't know, but I do have a topic of conversation for you guys that's really been heavy on my heart for us ladies because I did something and I want to be an example so that you don't have to go through it. And yeah, so let's get into it. Everybody knows what standing on business is, right? Yeah, I'm standing on business, I'm standing on business or whatever. Like definitely concerning like dealing with somebody or choosing not to deal with them. So there's the side of social media where it's like we standing on business, we not doubling back, we not, we done with our previous situationships or whatever. And like there's that part of social media. And then there's this other part of social media where it's like, hey, I was standing on business, but then I got weak in the knees. I would see little videos and stuff like where you're on the phone with somebody and they're like, oh, I'm so happy that you dropped that dude or whatever. And the whole time the girl is sneaking, going back to the man's house. I was influenced by that. Not by the standing on business part. I thought I was standing on business, but I got weak in the knees. Yeah, I was influenced by the part of social media that made doubling back a joke. Ladies, it is not a joke, and we finna get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna share what happened to me and how I feel like if you're gonna stand on business, stand on it for real. Don't let social media influence you to double back because it's not as jolly as everyone makes it out to be. Like, it's not jolly at all. I'll start off with years ago. So back in 2021, I was talking to this guy, right? And he did something to disrespect me, so I had to like stop talking to him, which I really disliked. But I had to stop because I'm such a lover girl. Like I just want to love you, even though we weren't like in a relationship. Y'all know how it is. I definitely would. I wouldn't even call it situationship. I don't even know what to call it. We're just talking. So he did something to disrespect me, and I had to cut him off. So I did that, and I started my healing journey. Like I'm crying every day, waking up crying, going to sleep crying, praying to God. I'm starting to exercise more. Like I'm really just trying to like focus on me. I don't like using other people to help speed up the process of healing because I don't feel like that works. And I would pray that no one uses me to help them heal. Like, no, just go heal on your own. So I was talking to the guy. He did something to disrespect me. I had to stop talking to him. I started my healing journey, and things was going well. A couple months later, I seen him, and he was looking so good still, like so good. Me already knowing that I started my healing journey, um, I knew that I did not want to be sexually active with him again, but I still wanted to be around him, if that makes sense. So we ended up reconnecting, and like we are just riding around in his car at the time. It wasn't his car, but it doesn't matter. This is not a bashing thing. So I'll just say we are riding around in his car at the time. We went and got food and stuff like that. And we was just chilling and vibing. But then the thought came of like, now what? Like now what? Like I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to date you. I was just missing your company, I guess, or just missing how you were before you disrespected me. So I just doubled back and started like being cool with him again, but I didn't double back sexually, right? So boom, that's the closest that I've ever got to being weak in the knees when standing on business, and it's back in 2021. So fast forward now, we're in 2024 and I started talking to this guy, right? And everything was going so well, like, you know how it is in the beginning. He was very respectful. He invited me to his birthday party. Eventually down the line, we ended up intertwining. So yeah, and things were going still okay. Over time we stopped communicating and like I started my healing process. Like I started, my crying, my praying to God, and I was so sincere. Like, and I'm so hurt, and I'm telling myself, like, you will never go through this again. And it's like when me and the guy, I didn't know how hurt I was until after I had to separate myself from him. I ended up blocking him. Then I unblocked him. And I unblocked him. A couple days later, he texted me. And I responded. And then, like, those sexual feelings started to return. And then I started thinking about social media, right? Because I already told my sisters and everything, like, yeah, like I'm done or whatever. And I started thinking, like, it's cool to double back. Like, that's cool. Like, everybody's doing it. Like, and then double back sexually. Like, it's cool. Like, everybody's doing it. And I'm not a follow the leader female. So let me just say that. So when I say everybody's doing it, it's more like it's no big deal if you double back because everybody's doing it. Like, it's cool. I decided to double back. I double back and we were intimate again after I started my healing process. And eventually we stopped talking again. That's when everything hit. My conscience convicted me so bad because I knew better, but I chose not to do better. And I prayed out to God and asked God to help heal me from this man. And I let my flesh get weak enough in order for me to share myself with this man again, for him to do the same thing again and re-hurt me again. Do y'all not know how stupid I felt? Like, I write poetry and I got a couple poems that I'm going to be posting soon about this man in the situation. My conscience convicted me because the second go around, I gave him more of me than I did the first go around, just for the results to be the same. That doubling back is not cool because you're going to allow yourself to go through that same hurt and that same disrespect again. People show like, oh, doubling back, like how like fun it is and stuff like that, or how like funny it is. It's not funny when your conscience convicts you. It's not funny whenever that person puts you through that same hurt again and now you're hurt again. That's not fun. Like, it's literally not worth it. It's not worth that second go around. It's not worth it. When you stand on business, you need to stand on business for real. You need to stand on it for real. Me and the guy, we're on texting terms. That's it. I will not allow myself to go to his house, hang with him anywhere, meet up with him, go on dates. I will not allow myself to do any of that. I will allow us to be strictly on texting terms only. That's it. That's all. I really want you ladies to know, like, you have to learn to love yourself more than you like the next person. You get it? That hurt and that pain that it caused you the second time, it's definitely not worth it, ladies. It just ate me up bad. I'm 26 and I was influenced. I just wanted to let some young girl know that doubling back, no matter how cool social media makes it look, how funny they make it look, how, ooh, yeah, they make it look, it's not it. Stand on business for real. If a man disrespects you, don't allow him to disrespect you again, because at the end and the beginning of the day, like, you're hurting yourself, especially when you've started your healing process and like you know better than to double back and you allow yourself to do it. Just don't. The same thing that he did the first time, more than likely he's going to do it again, and that's just going to leave you like feeling less valuable, leave you in your head, leave you. It's just not worth it, ladies. Like, I hope that this helps somebody. If you're seeing this video after you've already double back, just know that you're not the only one that's done it. Don't be too hard on yourself, and we're gonna do better. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today on Let's Get Into It. Rich Off Talking. I really want to help the young girls out, so I hope this helps somebody. Bye.